Alright, a guide that absolutely nobody has been asking for, these enemy bases and sort of what loot you can expect from them and how they work, and they are very good. I'm currently grinding them for all these kind of whistles, and then you get the kinship peaches, and then you also get treasure maps, which will lead you to these applied workbooks, the power fruits, and also some schematics with a chance for these new legendary schematics if you don't want to farm the arena for them. You can also get like the green, blue, and purple versions if you don't really care about the legendary schematics. They're a good source for that. So it's just a nice mixture of these rare items that you probably want to farm anyway. So instead of doing like bounty targets and stuff like that. So my preferred method is to just use Meteor Rain to clear them out when I can. It's a pretty strong skill. And then the spawns for the chests are static. The bases are a little bit random. Some of them are always the same base, like the one I'm in right now. And other bases will randomize a little bit what they look like. So what you do is you loot that big chest that I just looted. That's the one that has the chance for the treasure map. It's one of the good ones. Then you can also loot the small chest. So you want to rescue the pal, I think, just to get the reset timer started. In my experience, if I didn't rescue the pal, the base would not respawn. But it might not be a certain thing. I'm just rescuing it just because right now. Then you also have those small chests that drop also pretty good loot. They're the ones that drop the whistles, so you probably want to grind them. So the good loot, at least from the Sakurajima bases, are these whistles, +1 and 2. The +1 are from the normal chest, the +2 from the big chest. The percentages are a little bit mixed because there's two kinds of chests, and I don't know exactly the spawn rate for them. So sometimes the end chest gives you rare and epic treasure chests, and sometimes it gives you the golden one. So I think even if it says 50%, it's closer to 25, because it can also spawn the other ones. And then just sitting AFK will not respawn the base. So I set a timer on like 30 minutes. I went back to the base. There was nothing there. I sat AFK for a while, nothing respawned. But what you need to do is just fast travel away and back again. And here's a little tip. You can just use the photo mode to take a quick peek. So if it hasn't respawned, if you set like a 30-minute timer, just fast travel away and back again, and it should respawn. At least this has worked for me. So my timer was like 32 minutes. I went there, there wasn't anything. I just fast traveled away immediately and back again, and then it had respawned. So just don't sit AFK waiting to respawn, I guess, because that has not worked in my experience. And then we also have like a couple of different items from the treasure maps. So what you also want to do is loot these legendary treasure maps from the Sakurajima base. This is where you get applied workbooks, 100% from the legendary. It's almost 1% for the legendary weapons and armor. And then it's 100% for the power fruits, or the IV fruits, the potential fruits. And then you also get a revival, or 3 revival potions, which is also quite nice. And as mentioned, this is a good way to get those green, purple, blue schematics if you don't really care about farming the legendary. I think you can also save scum these if you want to do that. And then we have the Astral Mountain bases. So here's this one. People have been struggling to get in here. Shoot the wall under the green sign, and then you're in. So the reason you might want to farm these as well is that this is the source for the... You can get the +0 whistles, the basic whistles here, which you might want. And then it's also, you can get the different treasure maps from here as well. We got the volcano if you want to add that one. I'm not going to be farming the volcano though. It's just if you're really wanting to farm these rare drops. But you won't be getting the end game schematics from this. It's going to be different ones. So these are the bases I found. 3 on Sakurajima, 3 on Astral Mountain, and then 3 on the volcano if you want to farm that. But keep in mind that the Sakurajima one is the best one with the legendary treasure map. It's a lower chance for the legendary treasure map from the Astral Mountain one, and it's also like different tiers of schematic loot. And then the volcano is more if you're really desperate for those +0 or +1 whistles. So thanks for watching.